At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root. At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root.
Anna Crabtree trying to bring their lead up. She will miss her first one. We're going for number 2. Little substitution here for the Lady Tigers. And here goes the Lady Wildcats, Anna Crabtree, going for her second shot. And she will score her second one. Goes knocked out of bounds by Tully.
Good on the Lady Wildcats defense, trying to keep the ball in their possession.
A failed pass there to a teammate, and Alani Hernandez gets that steal, and there goes Tully, who tries to make a shot a little bit on top of the backboard there as Alani Hernandez gets it to Anna Crabtree, trying to find somewhere to pass it. Here goes Gaska. She shoots, she misses. But the Lady Tigers have it now.
Lady Tigers will be taking it down the court. Hot and open driving lane and score. They score on that one.
Here goes the Lady Wildcats now, trying to get into double digits on their score here. Here goes Anna Crabtree. Misses. Rebounded by Gaska, or at least tries to. Tries to look for a foul there. Ball being passed around a little bit. And it'll be out of bounds on Mario as she tries to save it.
Tigers will be passing it in. Find a gap. Attempting to get a score here. Passing it. Ooh, goes up for a shot over the defender's head. Can't make it. Hartley using that height to their advantage. Getting over Boise City's head there. They go for the 3. Can't make it. They just continue to rebound.
Trying to find somewhere to score. It's going to be very difficult with this Wildcat defense. And there is a chopping foul there on Rhea Wells.
The Tigers, they just go for shot after shot after shot. They keep getting the rebound, but they just can't execute on any of the shots and score.
Knocked out of bounds by Anna Crabtree. There appears to be a foul on Anna Crabtree. There go the Lady Tigers. Stolen by Tully. Amazing job there. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. It'll be Lady Wildcat basketball.
Crabtree passing it in for the Wildcats. Trying to get an opportunity to score.
And there'll be a foul on Hartley Tully.
Tigers are taking it down the court. Continue to pass it. Stolen by Crabtree.
Anna Crabtree, and she appears to be fouled here. And it'll be Lady Wildcat basketball. There goes Kaylin Armis now with the basketball. They're trying to find somewhere, and it'll slip out of the hands of Rhea Wells, and it'll be Lady Tiger basketball.
The possession in this game has just been changing so quickly from both teams. We'll see how that affects this game. Speaking of that, there's just a steal.
And it'll end up going out of bounds. A little miscalculated there on that throw.
So change of possession so quick. In 5 seconds, there's already 2 changes. It's crazy.
Be out of bounds on the Lady Wildcats. It'll be Lady Tiger basketball. They throw it up. Amazing pass there.
Tigers will be taking it down the court. Trying to find goal for the 3. Can't make it, and rebounded by Wildcats.
That was Rhea Wells there with that rebound. Has Anna Crabtree who passed it around. Trying to find somewhere, drives in, goes up off the front of the rim there. There's a whole crowd of Wildcats there as it'll be a foul on the Lady Wildcats.
That'll be the 5th foul for Boise City this quarter, so it'll be free shots.
She will miss her first one. She will sink her first one, bringing their score up to 5. Here goes the Lady Wildcats trying to get their score into double digits.
Wildcats are passing it around.
Here goes Rhea Wells as she will score for the Lady Wildcats, bringing their score up to 11.
Just been able to find those opportunities under the goal.
Lady Wildcat basketball now. Trying to find somewhere to go, and she finds Cooley deep open. Little pass to Wells as she will miss that one.
So many change of possessions, and seems like at every single turn that Boise City is benefiting from every single change.
As they pass it around, they go for the hoop, and they will make it there, bringing their score up to 7. As the Wildcats go, and there's Rhea Wells for 2 for the Lady Wildcats, bringing their score up to 13.
Tigers just passing it around, so needing something to hear. Wildcats are tipping it up, trying to get that steal.
There goes 3, and they will be short there. Rebounded by Crabtree there. Trying to find somebody. Gets it to Armis.
Less than a minute.
Drive in. Little bounce off the knee there. Little crazy pass there.
Less than a minute left. They need a score here to get some points before the end of the quarter.
They're going to try to get into double digits. Nearly stolen there by Smith. A little short pass there. Goes for 3. He makes it, bringing their score up to 9.
Less than 20 seconds left now on the clock. Boise City just needs to hurry up and score here.
They pass it around. It'll go out of bounds on Wells. As the Tigers, and there is a substitution. Nicole Murillo, Maite Gasca, and Kaylin Armis come back in.
Tigers are passing in, looking to score. About 10 seconds left.
As they will score, bringing their score up to a 12-13 one-point game here. Here goes. She attempts for a buzzer beater, and she will miss it. And that'll be the end of the first quarter, 13-12, Boise City ahead.
At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root.
As the Lady Wildcats get the ball coming out of this first quarter break, and it'll be second quarter, and that'll be a half-foot violation as the Lady Tigers will get it.
Really need to watch out for that. That could lose a possession. Just got to look where you're standing there.
Smacked down by Alani Hernandez. Good little passes here for the Lady Wildcats. And knocked back inbounds by Smith, and it'll be a jump ball. And they will give it to the Tigers.
Tigers are trying to take it down the court. Trying to find a lane, but the Boise City defense won't let up, and they steal it again.
Alani Hernandez was the one that smacked that. Nearly stolen there by the Tigers, and Lady Wildcats end up recovering from it. A little pass around here, trying to set up a play. Pass it around. There goes three for Nicole Murillo. Add that up to the Lady Wildcat score, bringing them to 16.
Yeah. We'll see what Boise City's defense can do here. They're fine. They've got a tall post down there, just able to get it right over the head of Hernandez.
It'll be a jump ball, and the Lady Wildcats will end up getting it. There's a substitution coming in for the Lady Tigers. And here they go, the Lady Wildcats bringing it down the court. Passes it around. Alani Hernandez tries to go up for it, and she is fouled as she will go for some free shots here for the Lady Wildcats. She will knock down her first one. She's going for two. And the noise gets to her, and she will miss her second one. It'll end up being Lady Wildcat basketball. They'll out of bounds on the Lady Tigers.
See if they can get even more points on top of that free throw. So they can score even more.
Nice little pass there. And then it'll be Tigers basketball.
Boise City's defense has been pretty good today. We'll see if they can steal it again. It's tipped up over and over again.
And it'll be a foul on the Lady Wildcats. It'll be on number 10, Alani Hernandez. Here comes some substitution. Anna Crabtree and Hadley Tully come in.
Tigers are passing in. They find a 3.
What's going on right now as both these teams fighting for the ball. It'll end up going out of bounds, and that'll be Tiger basketball. Stolen by Alani Hernandez.
They've been feeding that post all night. Just kept passing it and passing it. Boise City's defense finally caught on and were able to get that steal.
And it'll end up going back to the Lady Wildcats on that. Trying to find somewhere. Goes under. Goes for the shot, and she scores. Amazing shot there by Anna Crabtree. And did not have the grip on that one as it goes out of bounds on the Tigers. It'll be Lady Wildcat basketball.
That's a big mistake from the Tigers there. You gotta communicate with your teammates. You need to have that synergy to know when you're gonna pass it over. You need to find those open opportunities so you can get down the court and score.
They find Maite Gasco as they try to go for a shot here. Tigers recover.
Stolen again by Boise City.
Knocked out of bounds by Maite Gasco. It'll end up going straight back to the Tigers. Little pass. Anna Crabtree gets it. Little toss around. There goes Anna Crabtree. Misses.
Tigers are going to be able to rebound that. They're going to go for a 3.
It'll be out of bounds. It'll be Lady Wildcat basketball here. And here comes a substitution for the Lady Tigers. It's the Boise City Lady Wildcats. Pass around here. Trying to find somewhere to go. Nearly stolen. Anna Crabtree fighting through. Little pass from Mario. Having a little trouble. And they'll end up being Lady Wildcat basketball. Substitution for the Lady Wildcats. Diamond Garcia coming in. Knocked out of bounds there by the Lady Tigers. Crabtree looking. Finds Corey. A little pass around. As they get it down to the post, Juana Hernandez tries to go, and it's stolen.
There's been a lot of steals in this game.
A little smack down there by Toy. And there's a foul on the play. It'll be on number 14. That's Maite Gasco. And they will score, bringing their score up to 14-19 as the Lady Wildcats try to get up to 20. There is a foul. It'll be a foul on Anna Crabtree.
Boise City really needs to keep possession of the ball to pull ahead or keep extending the lead before the end of the second quarter.
Tigers doing everything they can to score, and barely stolen there by the Lady Wildcats. We'll toss around.
Tigers are just passing it, trying to get it underneath the goal.
Stolen by Alani Hernandez.
And Marshall, this is a question for you. How do you think those steals in the game for the Wildcats are going to affect how they play this? And that is a nice three. But how do you think the steals are going to affect how they play this game?
I mean, obviously it gives them the advantage to get down the court and score for their team. I feel like the team that gets the most steals will probably have a better chance to win this game, because the more time you have possession of that ball, the longer chance, the more time you have to score that shot.
Nice thinking there. We'll see if Boise City can keep executing and win this game.
As they do get their score up to 22. A little toss around here. Because Alani Hernandez gets thrown to the ground there. Into the little commotion going on the court as the Lady Wildcats get the ball back. There's Diamond Garcia. And here they go, trying to find somewhere. Trying to call a play here. These Wildcat plays are doing good for them, as they will not score this one, but they have scored multiple so far this game. Let's see if they can pull off another steal, and they will get fouled. Yeah, fouling Alani Hernandez.
Boise City right now has a quite sizable lead in the second quarter. They need to keep this up by halftime. So Boise City's really hoping that Tigers miss their free throws here. They need to keep a sizable lead going into the second half so they can keep pulling ahead and drain that clock down as much as possible.
There comes a substitution in for the Lady Tigers, as they will go for this last shot. Another main factor is getting your free throws down. Get you some extra little points there. As Maite Gasca for three, she has been knocking down multiple threes this game. I've counted at least 3 3-pointers for Maite Gasca. And that's an amazing thing there, is getting some 3-pointers down, get you some more points. As there will be a foul on the Lady Wildcats. It'll end up being their 5th foul of this game, or 5th team foul of this game.
One of the advantages the Tigers have over Boise City right now is that they're keeping their fouls down right now. They only have 1 team foul this quarter. They're looking to keep their fouls down and go to a game of just attrition. See if their starting players can outlast the other Boise City starting players. And we'll see how that works out for them this game.
Another factor here for the Lady Wildcats, they have lost 2 players. They lost their starting post, Callie Tooley, and their point guard, Kel Cobb.
Those are 2 big major scores for their team, and we'll see how that affects them going into these upcoming games.
They knocked down another free throw. They are just going free throws today, as they have scored multiple free throws. Lady Wildcats have also scored a decent amount of free throws, and they just got to keep this train rolling. They just got to keep scoring every time they get that ball, which is going to be very difficult to do, but you got to do what you can.
You know, Marshall, last quarter, Boise City was up by a few points, and Hartley, by just playing good in those last clutch moments, were able to catch up. Do you think we're going to see the same thing here, or do you think Boise City's going to hold up and keep ahead.
As there's another team foul there for the Lady Wildcats. It'll be their 6th team foul. That is not good considering it's the second quarter and there's 1 minute left, and that score is getting closer as they are at 18. It's 18-25.
Hartley might have a chance to catch up here if they just keep getting more free throws. Free throws could be a big part of their score. If they're able to land them, they could get a chance to catch up to the Wildcats here.
They will miss this one as the Lady Wildcats will get it back with just under 50 seconds left in this game. Time is rolling. There goes Maite Gasca. Misses.
And that's one of her only missed threes this game. She has been on top of things, landing those threes, getting a lot of points for her team.
That was a risky shot there, or a risky throw, as that could have gone in anybody's hands. It'll be out of bounds. They will give it to Hartley as they will try to find somewhere to score here.
Hartley's just keep on passing, need to find something in this last few seconds of the game. Stolen by Boise City.
Getting the play called here. Just under 10 seconds left now.
Boise City was...
It's stolen, and there's a foul. Both players slow getting up. And here goes some free throws. Hartley's got to knock these two down to at least get to 20, only bringing Wildcats lead to 5.
Best case scenario for the Wildcats here is that she misses her first free throw and either makes her second free throw or Boise City rebounds. Because if they don't, that gives an opportunity for Hartley to get 2 points.
She'll miss that first one. She's got to either make this one or rebound it. That'll bring their score up. And they will miss this one. Hartley, they will throw it at one of the Lady Wildcats, and it'll be out of bounds.
5 seconds left. Boise City's defense needs to play pretty aggressive here. They really just need to stop in these last seconds.
Amazing smackdown there by Tooley. There goes Maria. Will miss her three-pointer, and that'll be the end of the half. Lady Wildcats leading 25-18. And don't forget, if you haven't liked and subscribed already and put that bell on, you need to do so you know when you go live again.
At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root. At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root.
Welcome back to this second half of this Boise City Lady Wildcat versus Hartley Tigers. Tigers will start off with the ball.
Three is attempted, but it's rebounded by Boise City. Open lane down the court.
Lady Wildcats missed that, and it'll be Hartley Tigers basketball. And they will hit Maite Gasta off the foot there, and it'll be out of bounds on her. Trying to find somewhere here. And it'll end up going out of bounds on the Tiger or on the Wildcats. And it'll be Tiger basketball. Amazing little throw there. As they miss, rebounded by Hernandez.
So Tigers are down here, and it makes me kind of wonder if we've seen that in these clutch moments the Tigers can start scoring some points. It makes you wonder if that'll be enough for the Tigers to come back and hold up a fight against the Wildcats. We're just gonna have to see later in this game.
There goes 3 off the rim. They'll end up going out of bounds on the Wildcats, and it'll be Hartley basketball. We'll toss around. You just got to wonder, though, like, are the Tigers going to come back in this and win it, or will the Lady Wildcats have a good enough defense and a good enough offense to keep up their lead? And, you know, that's another good factor there, as Lady Wildcats, they have a good defense. Multiple steals, multiple shots made.
Well, Marshall, it might just be too early to tell in the second half if they're going to be able to make a comeback. They've already scored a shot. We're just going to have to see if they can push past that commanding Wildcat defense.
Lady Wildcat offense has been doing decently good this game, and they've put up so far two or three steals this third quarter. And there goes their defense, who ends up getting another steal, and they didn't get the shot, but there's a foul. So they'll get 2 free shots, and we'll see if Anna Crabtree can knock these down and bring their lead up some more. She will miss her first one. She's got to make this one to make it 26. And the stands are going crazy, trying to stop her, but it's not enough, and she scores it.
Hartley has been really good at laying down. That was a nice move by the post there, I'm not even going to lie. But we've seen that Hartley is good at making them threes. And they can catch up at any moment if they're able to get those rebounds and get some good shots off. So it's not even impossible or plausible for the Tigers to come back. We're just going to have to see if they can communicate and work together to get them threes.
That was an amazing shot there. The net didn't even move. It just went straight through. Amazing three-pointer there by Nicole Murillo. I just love seeing how the Lady Wildcats defense doesn't care who you are or how tall you are. They will stop you with anything they have. Here comes the Wells girls, Rhea and Rebecca, coming in. And there is a timeout taken for the Boise City Wildcats. Lady Wildcats leading 29-22. Here we go, coming out of the timeout. Lady Wildcats have it. They just need to knock down these 3 points and just regular shots here and try to get some points on the board. And it's not enough. The Lady Tigers will end up getting that rebound.
We're just going to have to see if whatever both teams are talking about in their timeout and whatever they talked about halftime will come into effect, and maybe we'll start to shift momentum on the sides and we'll shift who's going to win this game.
And the Crabtree trying to set up a play here. A little toss around here for the Wildcats. Nice throw there. Here goes Anna Crabtree. Little miss there, rebounded by the Tigers.
The Tigers will be taking it up the court. We're going to score, but it's stolen by the Wildcats.
And they will score, bringing their score up to 31.
Been no different from the first half. The Wildcats are just able to keep getting those steals and capitalize and keep scoring off of them.
That ball will go off her foot and go out of bounds.
And, you know, you would think right there that would be the big deciding factor of the game. And it seems today that those steals and then just keep getting them scores off it, capitalize off your steals, that really has been the deciding factor of the game.
The amount of not like the passes that just go out of bounds have been crazy as well, because there's been a lot of miscommunicated passes here lately, and that one appears to be one of them. They miscalculate the throw and it'll go out of bounds, and the Lady Wildcats will end up getting it.
The Wildcats have been able to steal it, and then they keep getting the possession back from those bad passes going out of bounds on Hartley. This is important for Wildcats to keep that lead as they just keep getting that possession back. They've had possession of the ball so many more times than Hartley has, and that's just made them to the point where they can just keep scoring.
There goes Hadley Tooley, who will miss the 3 for the Lady Wildcats, as the Tigers launch it down, and it'll be knocked out of her hands there, and it'll be out of bounds. The coach there was looking for a foul call, but doesn't get it.
You can just see what we're talking about. Just so many miscommunicated passes. Always just keep going out of bounds constantly. That's going to be a continuing major factor in this game.
The Lady Wildcats, they've just been trying to find something to do here. Trying to find some good play to get a pass, and they will get fouled here. As Hartley will have 2 team fouls, and Lady Wildcats will have none. Feels like that talk that they had at halftime, coach told them, hey, we need to cut down these fouls. And appears they have done so, and they bring their score up. And there goes Micah Gaska bringing their score up to 32.
And Marshall, you're probably right about talking about the fouls. They're keeping the fouls down in the second half. A lot of Hartley's points were scored off those free throws. They kept getting them over and over again from Boise City's fouls.
Well, long pass there. That was not a good pass there, considering Anna Crabtree was right on her. That one good. That was a good pass there. They got it in and bring their score up to 24. We toss around here for the Lady Wildcats. We got Oxton for 3 and misses it. There's a jump ball. And there comes substitution. Diamond Garcia coming in for Jarrett Oxton. I love how when the Lady Wildcats are the ones passing it in, they have multiple players open for shots. But when the Tigers are passing it in, all their teammates are locked up and they can't pass it in. That just shows how good that the Lady Wildcat defense is. Look, there's multiple Lady Wildcats open here, which I think is really good for them, considering that they can have people open and get some good shots out.
Tigers are passing, and they really need a score here. It's almost the end of the third quarter, and they're down by a sizable amount here.
And the Lady Wildcats will get it.
The Tigers have that really big post, or that really tall post down low. That's able to get them a few scores. Boise said he's going to start running the hacker shack or something and lock down that player at the post so they can stop him from scoring there.
And then end up being Lady Wildcat basketball here. With just under a minute 15, they're trying to find somewhere. Little easy pass there to Maria, who gets herself open. Anna Crafter misses a three. She goes for another one. Nearly makes it, nearly misses it there. She barely misses it, and it'll go out of the rim, and it'll be out of bounds. Tiger basketball. Long pass there.
Hartley was able to keep getting those rebounds from those missed Wildcat shots. But the Wildcats were just able to keep stealing it back over and over again.
It'll be a shove there on the Lady Wildcats, and they get a couple substitutions. Caitlin Armas, Alani Hernandez, and Layla Smith.
Now it's the Wildcats' first foul of this quarter. They have really been able to stay out of...
Alani Hernandez gets pulled by her leg there to go out of bounds. That seemed a little painful, considering trying to dribble down the court, somebody wraps up on your leg and yanks your leg out from underneath you.
You see he's passing around, turning that clock down a lot. West City just needs a score here and then stay pretty conservative, get that clock down, and don't make too many bad mistakes.
Clock running down now as they only have about 20 seconds left, and there goes Anna Crabtree, getting their score up a little bit more, getting them up to 34. Trying to find somewhere. Okay, foul on number 10. That's Alani Hernandez.
Only 8 seconds left of this quarter. Hartley needs to get a quick score to try to catch up here. They're far enough behind where if the Wildcats stay consistent, not too many bad mistakes, and not try to play too aggressive on offense and lose the ball, seems like they would be able to win the game.
There'll be a foul as the quarter will end. Hartley will go for 2 free shots here. We'll see if she can knock them down to get her team up some points. She knocks out her first one, bring them up 27-30, or excuse me, 26-34. She'll miss her second one, and that'll be the end of the quarter. Lady Wildcats leading 34-27. Coming out of the timeout here, it'll be Hartley basketball. Good little block there by Anna Crabtree. Ends up getting it to Layla Smith, who will score for the Lady Wildcats.
That's some nice execution by the Wildcats there. Able to get that block and just able to get that layup in that transition phase. That's really good.
Another rebound for the Lady Wildcats as Hadley Tooley takes it down. He'll toss around. It's knocked down. Wildcats almost will recover and score.
That's pretty neat. Got her own rebound on her way to the goal and made it.
There is another foul. It'll be on number 24, Hadley Tooley.
And the Wildcats, from what we've seen from them earlier in the game, being able to steal and keep the possession, you can see this in this quarter as well. They're just keeping the same as they were in the earlier quarters, just keep getting possession over and over again. That's what's going to seal this game up.
Anna Crabtree. Long shot there for Layla Smith, who will miss, and it's tossed around there. There will be a foul on number 24, Hadley Tooley. The Lady Wildcats already up to 2 team fouls. Hartley has it. Out of bounds, it'll be Lady Wildcat basketball. Little miscommunicated throw right there.
And more so, it's happening again what you brought up earlier, where all those miscommunicated pass and bad mistakes by Hartley are coming back to bite them and late in this quarter where they're down 10 points and just haven't been able to score.
Another miscommunicated pass there as it'll end up going out of bounds again on Hartley. Well, substitution coming in. Diamond Garcia for Layla Smith.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hartley starts to call a timeout here. Their players are all out of rhythm, and they're not playing like they're not playing good with their teammates. They're just miscommunications everywhere, huge mistakes, especially on the passing.
And that'll be a foul on Hadley Tooley there. And that'll be the Lady Wildcats' 3rd team foul of this quarter. And she will have fouled out. And they're going to have to bring somebody else in. And there goes Nicole Murillo. Hadley Tooley did her best to keep those fouls down, but she just got too many, and now she got fouled out. And Lady Wildcats going to have to find somebody that could substitute for her and keep her rhythm going and keep that Lady Wildcat defense and offense rhythm going.
First free throw was missed, and one of the big things here is that Hartley needs to make these free throws if they want to make a comeback. Most of their points in that first quarter were scored from free throws. They need to get the percentage up on those free throws, and they need to start scoring them if they want to have a chance to come back and win.
Lady Wildcats trying to find somewhere. They got to get. They're trying to get their score up so Hartley can't get it up. That was a crazy pass there. As the ball will go behind the backboard, it'll end up being out of bounds on the Hartley Tigers. And they're gonna. Lady Wildcats will get it as they pass it around. It'll be knocked out of their hands.
When City here needs to play some good defense, just these last few minutes, they just need to play their best defense they can and not give any opportunity for Hartley to come back. They just need to prevent as much scoring as possible here.
There's a foul on Hartley. It'll be Lady Wildcat basketball. Nearly over on a Crabtree's head, but she catches it. And little miss there. Rebounded by Hartley. They just got to play as good as they can here with these little bit of time left. And they will score, bringing their score to 30. There'll be a timeout taken here. There'll be a timeout taken for the Boise Wildcats. Here we are coming out of the timeout now. The Lady Wildcats will end up getting it with just 5 minutes, 26 seconds left. With the Boise Wildcats, they could probably put their second team out, get them a little bit of playing time if they get up and score.
The city just needs to hold possession of the ball and not do anything too risky. Just keep holding on as long as they can to drain down that clock, not give any opportunity for Hartley to come back if they just drain that clock down.
There goes Rhea Love with the rebound, and there'll be a little miss there, but there's a foul. A little talk going on. Here goes Anna Crabtree shooting some free throws for the Lady Wildcats. Boom. She will score her first one. The stand's trying to stop her from scoring, and it doesn't work. She will score her second one, and here comes a substitution. Lonnie Hernandez coming in for Rhea Wells. A little throw. And Hartley's got to find something to do here.
We'll see if Hartley at that timeout communicated something to maybe win here, but.
And Anna Crabtree will get that, and she will try to throw it. No, the Lady Wildcats try to score there. Be out of bounds.
Hartley just passing it around. Can't find a shot.
That's a good little move there for the Lady Wildcats. Trapping that post so she can't get that ball up. And it'll end up being a jump ball, and the Hartley will get it back.
That post for Hartley has been a big point in how successful their team's going to be. They're able to lock down that post. The Hartley's scoring opportunities go down a whole lot.
Anna Crabtree now trying to find somewhere to put it. As they toss it around here, trying to run some clock down. There they go, Caitlin Armas. Lonnie Hernandez. He will miss it, rebounded by Hartley. We'll call a foul on the Lady Wildcats. It'll be Hartley's basketball. They're trying to find something to do here.
White City is just defense just able to lock down every single one of those options.
As they pass it in, it'll be stolen by the Wildcats. And here comes a substitution. Layla Smith for Anna Crabtree. It's probably the first time you see Anna Crabtree going out today. Wide open Layla Smith. They get it to her. That's another thing, though. As I said before, the Lady Wildcats, if they have to pass it in, they can get their players open so they can get the ball in. And there goes Caitlin on this score for the Lady Wildcats.
You know, just being able to get that ball, get those rebounds, and stay successful in their scoring. That's Boise
City with another steal. That's Layla Smith, and she is fouled. Plus 2 points on the board.
Boise City's defense is just steal after steal after steal. Being able to get the ball in their possession and just benefit off it. Being able to score and keep ahead here.
There she goes, scoring her first one, and here comes some substitutions here for Hartley. I guess Hartley's just going to bring in some of the players so they can get some playing time before this game's over. She will score her second one and brings their lead up.
Hartley here looking for some late game scoring opportunities. Try to hold up and look as best as they can on that scoreboard.
There's a foul on number 10, Alani Hernandez. Here she'll be on her fourth foul. She will be substituted out. I think she did foul out, actually. I think that will be Alani Hernandez's fifth foul. And Lana Crabtree comes back in, and Rhea Wells come in. The coach will be discussing here with the ref, trying to figure out what's going on here. All right. Hartley going for 2 free shots. And that's the post that we've been seeing that has scored most of the points.
The game's not over yet. There's still 3 minutes. Hartley, they can knock down these free throws, which they do. They're just able to stay as clutch as possible. They could come back and at least try to close up that gap in the score.
Lady Wildcats, they're going to try not to let that happen, though. They're going to do everything in their power they can as scoring a 3-point, getting their lead up ahead a little bit more, trying to make it where Hartley won't get anywhere closer to score.
Hartley passing around, going up for the shot, but it's rebounded by the Wildcats.
The biggest factor, I think, that happened in this game was the rebounds. Lady Wildcats had so many rebounds at Hartley. Like coming out of that half, the third quarter, Lady Wildcats slowed down on some of those rebounds, and Hartley got some rebounds, and that's what I feel like got their score up. And now the Lady Wildcats have a higher score now because I feel like they've had more rebounds in this fourth quarter.
And then on top of that, what you said, Marshall, just on top of that is just steals, steals, and steals. The Wildcats have just been able to get so many steals this game that Tigers, even if they get rebounds, aren't able to keep up because Boise City gets it right back and are able to score. Boise City's had a higher shot percentage and was better at making them, being able to keep ahead and appear they're going to win this game.
And they will call a foul on a Crabtree. Hartley has to knock these down. They don't make this one. She's got to make this one. Make it 33-46. And she will make she'll make this one. Nearly stolen. Nice catch there by Nicole. She sees that the ball comes back to her, so she gets it, and there goes Maite Gaskell with a steal.
About 2 minutes left in this game, and Tigers just continually just need to run down that clock as much as, or they need to score, and Boise City needs to run down that clock as much as possible.
There goes Layla Smith now with the steal.
That was a gift wrap Christmas present for Layla Smith, but she wasn't able to score off of it.
And there it goes, out of bounds on Hartley. It'll be Lady Wildcats basketball. They just have to really just run down this clock, though. Here comes substitution. Diamond Garcia coming in. I think what I said before is the Lady Wildcats just going to bring in some second team players and with a mixture of these first team players, get them a little bit more experience. And Rhea Wells with a miscommunicated pass there. It'll be Hartley basketball. They got a minute 32 seconds to score here, trying to get ahead. It'll be a foul on Rhea Wells. This big, their post again. She's got to knock down these free throws, which I feel like she can knock these down. She's one of their best shooters considering she's a post. Like, she can shoot these really good.
It's being a tall post, being able to use that height to her advantage in so many situations we've seen in this game where she just is taller than the person guarding her and able to just get her hands up, get that ball, and make a scoring opportunities just on how tall she is.
Hartley's trying to keep it on this side of the half court, and they end up doing it as Hartley goes for three. And there goes Lady Wildcats as they're passing it around here. Wide open Gasca as they score. Wildcat fans are pretty happy about this game considering the Lady Wildcats are now up to 50 points. And Layla Smith, a little pass to herself. She'll go up and miss this one. It was spiked down there by Diamond Garcia with 48.2 seconds left.
It was a good play by Layla Smith there, just getting that steal and just throwing it over her opponent's head. And I bet they weren't expecting that one. And being able to outspeed her opponent to the ball, get that surprise factor. Can't execute off it, but it was still a pretty good play.
Little pass around here for the Lady Wildcats. They're just gonna play the pass around game here. Till there's a foul or a walk or something. I couldn't really see the call there, but it'll end up being Hartley's basketball.
Boise City just run down the rest of this clock. A good steal from Ray Wells there. Boise City just going to stay back, take it really slow, take it easy, and run down the rest of this clock.
All they have to do is play a little game of catch here. Just we'll throw around, and unless it's stolen by Hartley, which they have about 12 seconds left. They only have a few seconds. They will score up three and bringing their score up a little bit more. Apparently it would be only a two-pointer, and that'll be the end of the game. Lady Wildcats 50-36. We'll see what the Boise City Wildcats can do and see if they can have the same mentality as the girls did in this game. And don't forget, if you haven't liked and subscribed and put that bell on, please do so you know when we go live again. And we will see you guys at the boys game.
At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root. At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root. At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root.
Welcome to the Boise City Wildcats versus the Hartley Tigers. Jumping for the Boise City Wildcats will be Aldo Morales. Let's see if they can do the same things the Lady Wildcats did last game, getting rebounds, getting steals, and just overall making the most points. Re-jump for these two teams. Aldo Morales get Aiden Crabtree. They toss it around here. Missed there. Glenn Cadell scores for the Boise City Wildcats. Gets the first points on the board.
Boise City's defense here Awesome.
That was a little high of a pass there, considering it.
That was a bad pass that gets Boise City right under their goal and another opportunity to score here early in the game.
Those were some quick little passes, quick out to Aldo, and then gets it to Dion, and he will score that, and they'll end up getting 2 free shots out of it. Here comes a substitution for the Tigers. Little missed pass there for Dion Morales.
Here the Tigers looking for an opportunity.
Jump ball there. See who gets it here. It'll be the Tigers.
Tigers will pass it in. Needing something here, being tracked by that Wildcat defense. There's another jump ball, but they'll give it to the Wildcats.
And we'll give it here to Gonzalez. He will pick it up. Starts passing it around. Trying to find somewhere. Trying to find somewhere to get some more points. Dylan Cadell throws it to Aldo Morales. Amazing read there. Ends up making a shot and gets the score up 6-0.
That was a good shot there. Being able to get it up over a few defensive players.
That was a far throw. And it'll be a foul on airspeed number 13, Aiden Gonzalez.
Tigers are passing around here. Looking for some kind of opportunity. They go for the three-pointer.
They will score it. The Wildcats up by 6. Or only up by 3. The Wildcats need to do something here to get some more points up on the board. They try to do the same play here. Just mix it around a little bit. There goes Aiden Gonzalez. He will miss it, and it'll be out of bounds. And they will give it to the Tigers. A couple of the Wildcat players don't agree with that.
Good steal from the Wildcats there.
Nice little getting able to get your hands in there and stealing the basketball from them. And there it goes. Here's bad bounce on the Tigers. And it will be because A.J. Crabtree's going over here to pass it in.
City's got it. Needing to score here.
And the ball will go in the stands as he tries to save it. I mean, at that point, I think just let it go out because if you're just like, you can't throw that behind you, and you don't know where it's going to go if you throw it behind you. It could end up like going into the opposite team's hand, or in this case, if it goes in the stands.
See Aldo there just using his speed, catching up to get that steal.
Nice little grab there by Crabtree. He ends up ripping the ball out, and Gonzalez recovers it. And there'll be a foul on the Tigers. The Wildcats will be passing it in now. They're going to take their time here, slow down the pace a little bit, but keep that aggressiveness up. They try to find somewhere. Try to get it up in that goal. Aldo Morales will go up and he will score for the Wildcats, bringing them their score up to 8. Nice little pass there for the Tigers, and they'll end up scoring it.
Wildcats are trying to take it down the court here. Get it past half. Looking to score, passing it around a little bit.
The Tigers need to think of something here to get their score past the Wildcats. They need to find some way to like steal the ball and score it. Because this has just been a rebounding game here for the Wildcats, as they've rebounded it and end up getting some points after it. And here goes the Tigers as Elias Grimaldo for the Boise Wildcats will come in, and Peyton Cadell.
High pass there, able to get it over their heads.
He will score it. It is a 1-point game here late in the first quarter. The fans are going crazy as Dial Morales will score it for the Wildcats.
It's been a fast-paced game so far. The score after score for both teams, steals, rebounds, everything.
AJ Crabtree will give it to Elias Grimaldo, and he'll be shooting some free throws here for the Wildcats. Here comes some noise from the stands now, trying to distract him. Elias keeping his calm. He will miss this one, trying to get his second one, as the fans will be making some more noise. Here, like, when you're going for free throws, you just need to cut all the noise out and just focus on what you're shooting.
I don't know if that crowd noise got to him, but he wasn't able to make any of those free throws. Luckily, it's rebounded, and there's a score there.
So far, the same thing with the girls' game. The Wildcats have been having a lot of rebounds and ending up scoring with them. And they give it to the Wildcats here as it goes out of bounds on the Tigers. There will be a shove on Peyton Cadell, who doesn't like that call there.
Passing it in. And across the court, goes up for the three.
Tie game now. The Wildcats got to really find something here. They need to find somebody that will shoot that ball and make it. They are passing it around, trying to find somewhere. Nice little pass there. And there's a foul. It'll be a foul number 20. And Peyton Cadell will be passing in for the Boise Wildcats.
Wildcats will have it. Being the score here, we need to score here, break that tie, and need to get ahead.
For that Boise City Lady Wildcat game, it was a blowout. But with this boys game, they really have to work to get this. Bounce off Peyton Cadell. And Gonzalez tries to take it for himself and will not get it.
They have the tallest man on the court out there right now. Gunnar Pankratz. We'll see how they will use him to succeed. And he already jumps up and blocks that shot.
As that pass will be just a little bit ahead of Crabtree. I mean, I feel like it would be a good thing to have some tall players on on your team so they can block shots, and that's why I feel like the Wildcats got Gunnar Pankratz. Gunnar Pankratz is a really good thing for the Boise City Wildcats, considering he has the height advantage. He could stop them, but he's just got to really watch out for some fouls, because some of these games he's had lately, he's got some fouls called on him. And for the first time this game, the Tigers will pull ahead. They get it to Pankratz. They get it to Gonzalez. Stolen by the Tigers.
Boise City's trying to knock it around, get another steal here.
Knocked out of the fingertips there. It'll be Tigers basketball. A little substitution coming in as number 50 will need a break for the Tigers.
I passed it in behind half court there. Let's see. Tipped up and stolen by Crabtree.
I don't know where he was trying to throw that, but there was not a Wildcat. It appeared to be in sight. He just kind of tried to get rid of it because he was surrounded by Tigers there. I think he was trying to get it to Grimaldo, but
that's what it looked like. It looks like he was thinking that Grimaldo was going to run down to go get his pass, but Grimaldo pulled backwards and didn't go for it.
Gunnar Pankratz now with it. Just 50 seconds left here. Aiden Gonzalez tries to get it. Ends up saving it, and it'll be out of bounds on the Tigers. Amazing little thing that happens there. Wildcats passing it in.
Passing it around half.
And there is a foul. Tallest man on the court there will try to go for a shot, but he is fouled. And the Wildcats will get the ball back. Oh, and they will go for 2 free shots here. Tallest man on the court. Let's see if he can knock these down to get the game tied.
Gunner's got that skill and he's got that height, and we're just going to see how Boise City will utilize what the skills and the talents he's got in this game.
Missed the first one. We'll see if he can make the second one to at least make it a 1-point game. As the crowd here is going to get a little wild here, trying to distract Pankratz from scoring. But there he goes. Pankratz will miss it. Wildcats doing everything they can to not let it go half court.
I need to prevent the Tigers from scoring so it won't be a 2-basket lead.
Nice. Oh. Peyton Cadell tries to save it. Gets tackled. He'll get up. He says it's all right. And while the Tigers get the ball back. Oh, well, getting a little rough there, the Wildcats defense. As Aiden Gonzalez will shoot for Peyton Cadell. He will miss it. And the Tigers will take it. This game has been back and forth. There's been fouls. There's been mixed shots. There's been aggressiveness from both of these teams. There's a foul on Elias Grimaldo as the Boise City Wildcats with 4 team fouls, and the Tigers will have 5. He will miss his first one. Wildcats get it back.
Almost stolen by the Tigers. That was threading the needle there. Gunner with that rebound. The rebound again.
And he is fouled. I thought Gunnar Pankratz actually wanted to make that shot. He's a little disappointed because there's a foul on him. But we'll see what he can do with 2 2.5 seconds left. If he can knock these down and tie them up, that'll be great for him in this second quarter, and he will make his first one.
If he makes the second one, it'll be a tie game going into the second quarter.
And I feel like that would make this game a little bit easier on the Wildcats. And there they go. And he will sink his second one.
This will give Wildcats more security here, knowing that they're not down going into the second quarter.
Goes for the buzzer beater, and it will not make it. Tie game here. The Wildcats and Hartley tied. And Gavin, already, please like and subscribe to that channel, or to our channel. Put that bell on so you know when we post or when we go live again.
Secure mobile banking and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root.
Trenton. Welcome back. This is the start of the second quarter here. Tigers will have the ball. Dribbling in, go for a shot on the goal, they make it.
As we have some new faces here for the Boise Wildcats on the court. Dylan Cadell comes back in. Julio Villa will come in. Dion and Aldo Morales will come back in. As they are fighting for this, and there is a foul. Dion Morales will get 2 free shots. It'll be a foul on number 20. It'll be the first team foul of this quarter for Hartley. There they go. Boise City tying up the score again. Grant, what do you think the main factor of this game would be?
Well, for the Wildcats, the main factor in their success is getting them rebounds and getting their shots off. They need to stay consistent and stay good at making their shots. For the Tigers here, they just need to stay consistent and they need to keep up what they're doing if they want to win here.
I honestly agree with that, because I feel like if the Wildcats can keep possession of that ball and get more steals and score these shots, they have a good chance of winning this game.
Well, another big thing is Wildcats needing to score their rebounds. My mistake. Their free throws. They have shot so many free throws this game, contributed a decent amount to their score, and they just need to keep up making all these free throws.
And here he is, the Wildcats' best shooter, Aiden Gonzalez, who in the tournament put up over 30 points, 50 points by himself. He ended up winning the MVP of that tournament for his team.
In one of their games, he scored 29 points all by himself. He is definitely one of their star players, and
I feel like the Wildcats need to have more players that can shoot like Aiden Gonzalez. Like if you had like Dylan Cadell, he's really a good shooter himself. He puts up multiple points by himself in multiple games. Let's see if Dylan Cadell could pull something off this game.
Some other big shooters on Boise City's Dayon and Aldo Morales. They score a pretty good amount of points every single game. We're going to see if Boise City can hold up here.
There's a lot of. Well, I feel like with the Wildcats, is with most teams you have just a few people that can actually shoot. But I feel like with this Boise City Wildcat team, you have multiple people that can actually like shoot the ball. Like they get fouled, they can shoot the ball. Like Gunnar Pancras, he's really tall, but he's got some shooting power on him.
Yeah, and that's an advantage for Boise City's offense, and does not help at all for the Tigers' defense. If multiple people on Boise City can confidently score, that has some problems for that Tigers defense because they can't just target one good player. They have to keep on and hold back multiple players, which leaves some huge scoring opportunities for the Wildcats.
I agree with that statement there. Like the Boise City Wildcats, it's going to be really hard to just defend the whole team while the whole team can shoot. Like you have all these players that you have to stop from shooting. But I think the main concern for the Tigers is Aiden Gonzalez, considering he's got the highest shooting percentage for the Boise City Wildcats and the highest free throw shooting out of the Wildcats as well.
It's not just AG. You got to give credits to everybody else on that team. It's a good team, and observing here now, I think Boise City's starting to get into the rhythm of things. They're starting to score. They're starting to drive and create a big gap between them and the Tigers.
And here's a timeout taken here by the Tigers. Their first timeout, that will be left with 4. Boise City 23, Hartley 18. Coming out of this timeout, it'll be Tiger basketball as the Wildcats will lead at 23-18.
James Ross is having a discussion right now. I guess it'll be a moment.
And here we go.
What the Tigers can do here?
I think this game, the Hartley Tigers are just aiming for getting the ball past half court and throwing it as far as they can. Because every time they've had to pass it in, it's just been a really far throw.
And Marshall, you're completely correct about that. There's so many of those times when Hartley's passing it in. There's those long passes across the court.
And I couldn't tell you if that was an advantage or a disadvantage, because considering it, the Wildcats have a better chance of stealing it if it was a far pass, because you don't know that ball could do pretty much anything.
Yeah, it leaves a big opportunity to steal it or get in front of that ball when it's going across the court and have some distance to travel. But if you're able to get that huge pass across the court, you can build so much momentum up, getting that speed up.
Extending their lead, the Wildcats will get another score as there's a little pass around there trying to get some points, and here comes a substitution for the Hartley Tigers.
And to look at some of Boise City's players, AG, we just see now on his last score, he's really got those fadeaway shots, capitalizing and getting as much as he can with those good shots and racking up how many points he gets per game.
There goes Aiden Gonzalez with another shot.
He's just fadeaway after fadeaway, just keeping up consistent shots and keeping that score up. He's been a huge part about building that gap between the scores of Boise City and the Tigers.
Aiden Gonzalez tries to steal it there, but it'll end up going out of bounds.
Tigers just need to keep it up and need to get some scoring here. Boise City's defense has just been so dominant they can't score.
And they'll end up going out of bounds there as the Tigers will get it back. As you could have saw there, he had his arm reaching back like he was going to throw that thing down the court and try to get it to some of his teammates. But
kind of wonder what happened there. Maybe an opportunity closed, or he found a better option to go to, or he was trying to confuse the defense, maybe.
And there goes Dylan Cadell for 3 points.
That's a nice three.
And that's another good shooter there, Dylan Cadell. He's had a good season himself so far.
And, he's been there. In those tough moments, he's always there to come in clutch and show off that skill and that talent that he has. He's able to come in those clutch moments when his team really needs him.
And there's a foul there. As Julio Villa gets knocked over. It'll be a foul on Villa as Hartley gets to go for 2 free shots.
Talking about how clutch Dylan is, during the Granite tournament, he was the person that made that last shot to win the game. But you can't give all the credit just to one person. That was a full team effort there, getting the rebounds and able to win. That just shows how if Boise City's healthy and ready to go, and they have some good teamwork here. If they keep that up, they can win games.
And here comes some substitutions. AJ Crabtree will come in for Aiden Gonzalez. And Elias Grimaldo will come in. Keeping Dylan Cadell. AJ Crabtree's had a good season himself so far, putting up multiple points for the Wildcats. I feel like the Wildcats have been having a good season considering they're 6-1 and Hartley's 5-8. I mean, you can't really look at that as a factor, though. I mean, pretty much, like, you probably could, but, I mean, it's really hard to tell because most teams are only good on some important factors. Like, right here, the Wildcats, really good steals here, and Hartley having trouble keeping the ball in their hands. Passing it around, stolen.
Boise City's offense, all things considered, have slow reacted to that steal, and they stood there for a moment before they even realized what happened.
There was Dylan Cadell. He tries to go up for that shot, and he's fouled by number 50. Substitutions coming in for Hartley. Let's see what.
And at the beginning of this quarter, it was all tied up, but you could see how Boise City's gotten to that rhythm. You could even say the zone. They've gotten to their zone, and they've been able to build up that lead and keep ahead by a large margin.
Dion Morales for 3, and he will score. Like we said before, the Wildcats have multiple good shooters. Like, I feel like anybody on this team could shoot a 3 if they really wanted to.
Boise City's defense is getting that steal. Looks almost getting another one. Hartley's able to keep it in bounds, but Boise City's able to get them steals, and it's not just a one-player show here. They're able to benefit, give their teammates some points and just get it down court to somebody that can make it.
Here comes Peyton Cadell, another good factor for the Wildcats coming in for Dylan Cadell. Peyton's had a pretty good season considering he has an ankle injury, but he just puts that behind him and he plays like he's all good to go. Little miss shot there as Elias Grimaldo.
And even if he's injured, that just shows his determination and will to play the game. That's great devotion to your team there, being able to play injured and act confident and still be able to put up good numbers and score.
And Peyton Cadell will be fouled, and we'll go for some 2 free shots here. I feel like if we get these 2 free shots down, that would get him a good lead here. There he goes, makes his first run, bringing it to a 10-point game as the Wildcats will be leading by 20. As the Wildcats lead by 21.
Hartley will have the ball now. They're trying to take it up the court. They need to score here. Being smothered by some Wildcats. City will get that rebound. They're taking it up the court. It'll be Boise City's ball. Hartley will be taking it down the court. Go up for the shot, can't make it. Rebounded by Boise City. Hartley will be taking 2 free throws. They shoot their first one and make it. Wildcats will be taking it down the court. They're looking here, and they're just holding it the rest of the time. Let's look to drain the clock out here. That's the end of the first half. It's 43-22, Boise City ahead.
At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root. At the First State Bank in Boise City, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, supporting you with personalized service, secure mobile banking, and loans tailored to your needs. For over a century, we've been helping our community grow, right here at home. Visit us today and see the difference. The First State Bank, where your future takes root.
coming out of this halftime, it'll be Boise City's basketball. They're trying to get a play set up. Trying to think of something here. And Gonzalez tries to take it for himself. Little low pass there.
Boise City will have it after that recovery off that bad pass from the Tigers. He's dribbling around, trying to find an opportunity to score here, and they need to keep up their lead in the second half to just burn as much time as possible to win.
I feel like the boys needed to do what their girls did. They got all the rebounds that they could, and they got multiple steals, and they made a bunch of shots. And there's a pass that was slipped out of his hands and just went out of bounds there. As the Wildcats pass it around.
Boise City were scored there. Tigers are taking it down the court. You know, they need a score here. They have only half of Boise City's points.
There'll be a walk, and then the Wildcats will get it. They have just the starting five that they had out. I feel like they need to get Gunnar Pankratz back in here. Give him the ball, let him shoot it, and possibly even dunk that ball. I mean, there's a lot of talent on this Boise City team. And here goes Aldo Morales for some free throws. Or one free throw.
Tigers are taking it up the court. Trying to get the layup.
They add 4 points to that score as the Wildcats will get it back.
City continue to pass it around.
A little collision there as Crabtree goes up to get it. And he gets hit in the nose. He's asking if he could get subbed out. He's got to stay in for one more play. Misses it. Stolen by the Tigers as Crabtree goes, and it's out of bounds. Here comes Elias Grimaldo will come in for AJ Crabtree. Here goes the Tigers, and amazing jump there by Aiden Gonzalez, who tried to keep it into the possession of the Wildcats. Ball rolling around.
Ball being, like fumbled and thrown everywhere. Somehow ends up as Wildcats ball.
That's probably one of the funniest things I've seen in basketball. The ball ended up staying on the ground for a while there as the little good pass there by Dylan Cadell, and Aldo Morales just doesn't make that shot. If Aldo Morales made that shot, the Wildcats would have a little bit of a higher score there. Aldo Morales gets that rebound and will fight for it. I feel like the speed that the Wildcats team has, they have a lot of speedy players. Even they don't really have posts. I mean, they have players that can play post, but they just mostly have them just out on the court. But like their posts are quick.
The city's just passing it around. They need to score there. Tigers are trying to catch up, close that gap.
little high pass there. Goes for the three, misses it. Rebounded and finally scores it. Bringing their score up to 28. And here goes Dylan Cadell. He's had a good game so far. As he passes around. Here goes Gonzalez. Trying to find somewhere to go. Nearly goes out of bounds. Saved by Elias Grimaldo.
Dylan Cadell speeding past, trying to get that steal. It's out of bounds on the Tigers.
And here comes Peyton Cadell. Goes in for Aldo Morales. Wildcats. There goes Aiden Gonzalez, who was score for the Wildcats, adding 2 points.
That's a nice little.
Yeah.
That's a nice little floater from Gonzalez there.
That'll bring their score up to 49. And there's a foul. Be a foul on Dylan Cadell, his first of the game. The good thing here for the Wildcats is they kept their fouls down. And they have one team foul in this third quarter. Here comes a bunch of substitutions here for the Tigers as they substitute that whole team there, except for the person shooting. It's a good thing to have that second team that can shoot and score and do the same thing as their first team can. Dylan Cadell tries to save it there. Ends up going out of bounds. But I feel like your second team should be just as good as your first team. So, injured player or one of your players get too tired and they can't play. And I got to bring in that second team that can be equally as matched as your first team.
You're completely right there. You're right there. Having good depth on your team is really important. So, player gets subbed out or can't play anymore. Having that good depth on your depth chart is so important in these games.
The Wildcats can keep this score up by the fourth quarter. They're going to have a second team out here playing, and I feel like that's a high possibility. Like the Wildcats, I feel like actually want their second team to get some playing time. Oh, and a fan is hit by the ball as it goes out of bounds. And here comes Julio Villa, comes in for Dylan Cadell. He's also been having a good year so far. Got pretty good amount of points for his team and has really good defense. And
I was up for that shot, but it was absolutely stuffed by that Wildcat defense.
Here goes Peyton Cadell, who scores it. And it'll end up being Wildcat basketball. They won't count the shot. Nearly stolen by the Tigers there as Aiden Gonzalez had a bad shot there. Really hard to see him miss, but he missed that one. Alaska Maldo tries to smack it there out of the air and misses it and ends up running into number 34 there.
Boise City's defense is trying to hold up, not let the Tigers score at all here.
As it bounces off the Dion Morales' hand, it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Tiger basketball. As they try to set up something here to score, and they will not. Here goes Aiden Gonzalez, who will fire down the field as he will score, finally getting him up to 51.
Pretty good showing so far from the Wildcats here. Tigers go for three. It is in, but it rolls all the way out. That is probably just very disappointing to see from the Tigers.
It's really good to see that both of the Wildcat teams, the Lady Wildcats and the Boise City Wildcats, ended up getting up to 50 points these games. That just shows really how much work both of these teams have put in. The Lady Wildcats put in a good amount of work every week, and the Boise City Wildcats, I feel like, put in a very good amount of work.
Boise City just passing around here, looking for some scores. There goes Grimaldo. Can't make it, though.
It's tossed around, and it's stolen by the Tigers, or rebounded by the Tigers. Elias Grimaldo with an amazing steal there. Tries to get out to Peyton Cadell. Miscommunicated pass there. I feel like what's really great about some of these Boise City Wildcat players is after they make a mistake, they try to shake it off and keep playing how they were. Couple seconds left here. Tigers trying to go for a shot, misses. And it'll end up being Wildcat basketball. There they go. Aiden Gonzalez taking it down. I feel like the Wildcats might just hold it here, and there's a foul. That'll be a foul on the Tigers. End up being Wildcat basketball. But I think right here in this moment, all the Wildcats have to do is just hold that ball. They can just end up taking it out.
The Wildcats here are still going to go for a few scores, but they're going to stay pretty conservative. Like you said, they're going to hold the ball for a little bit of it. They're just going to take it really slow, dribble it, and just burn as much clock as possible. That's what they really need to do.
And there's a foul with 10.2 seconds left. Foul on Dion Morales. Peyton Cadell was a little upset because of that foul call, but let's see if the Wildcats can do something. The Tigers will miss their first free throw.
Ooh, that's really sad to see if you're a Tigers fan there. There's been a lot of close shots from the Tigers today, and they really haven't been able to get the luck on there and make those close shots.
Here we go. The Wildcats, I feel like they just have to hold it here, or they might go for a shot. Ashley's fouled. Be a foul on number one, it appears, and Dion Morales will go for 2 free shots. He could make their score go up to 53 here. See if he can do that. He will sink his first one. That's really good to see, though, is if a Wildcat player can get fouled and they can shoot and score. I feel like all these players really practice on free throws. And there goes Peyton Cadell, who will score. And there goes time. Wildcats leading 54-29. Let's see if they can keep this intensity for the last quarter of the game. We are the Lady Wildcat cheerleaders now. Coming out of the break, it'll be Wildcat basketball. And here comes some substitute. There are some new faces here on the court as they bring in number 21, Seabass Almost.
And Gunnar Pancratz will also be on the court.
There appears to be a foul on the play, and there is. Dylan Cadell will be passing it in. See if they can find Gunnar Pancratz open. I would like to see him score some. And he is fouled as well. 2 fouls with the first couple of minutes of this fourth quarter, which is not good for the Tigers whatsoever. You know, Seabass Almost. There goes, come on, as he'll miss this one. Wildcat defense getting a little aggressive here. Ball will not be caught in time, and it'll end up going out of bounds. Here goes the Boise Wildcats now taking it up. Let's get it to the tallest man on the court, who was through and scored. That is Gunnar Pancratz with his first score of this, or with his first shot of this game. He recently had some free throws that he shot and made. There's a jump ball, and it'll go back to the Tigers.
Tigers are really needing to score, but how much of a score deficit there is. They'll shoot the 3 and they'll make it.
Bringing their score up to 32. Wildcats trying to do something here. So goes that's Seabass Almost who goes for the shot and misses. It'll be out of bounds on the Tigers. And here comes some more substitution for the Wildcats. Giovanni Murillo, Connor Larson, Samuel Gonzalez, and Hudson Vargo are coming in for the Boise City Wildcats. And it's good to see that your second team gets some playing time too, because they get to go in, get some more experience, considering that these younger guys will be playing for this team next year and the year before that, and all the way till they're seniors. So I feel like it's really good to see that these second team, new team players get to play.
Yeah, it's good that they're getting some experience in and getting themselves developed and ready for the coming years.
There's some free throws here for the Tigers. He will make his first one. I think there was a technical there. And he will score a second one, and the Tigers will get the ball back.
Seems to be some confusion on the floor here.
Wildcat second team. Seabass Almost. They're going to pass it around here. There's Connor Larson trying to get some of. He will get his first points of the game, and that'll end up getting his Wildcats up, leading to more, up to 58.
That was a good shot from Larson. Wildcats are shooting around here, passing it.
There's a foul on 21. That's Seabass Almost. Wildcats going to have to get something done here to reach 60 points by the end of this game. I really think this second team has the potential to get them up to 60. All they need is that one shot, and they got it.
Oh, for sure. I believe that their second team's gonna score some points. Even though they don't start, they got some real talent here. Like we were talking about earlier, the depth chart is just so large that you can pull in your second teamers and they'll still score some points for you.
Yeah, and another thing that we've mentioned earlier in this game was the amount of times the ball goes over your teammate's hand or under it, and it ends up going out of bounds, like miscommunicated passes or passes that just don't reach your team. As there's a timeout called, it'll be a timeout for the Wildcats, and they will have 4 left. The Wildcats cheerleaders now, they're going to try to pump up this audience watching this game. Coming out of the timeout, the Tigers will have it.
Tigers will be passing around, looking to score here. Can't make it. Popped up, and it will be Boise City's ball.
I'm surprised some of those refs can tell who hit that ball last, because to what it looked like, it appeared to be that whole group right there had a hand on that ball. And they get it up to 60. A nice save there by Samuel Gonzalez. There is a foul. Beyond. Appear to be on Seabass almost. And here comes some free throws for the Tigers, because the Wildcats are now up to 5 team fouls. That's one thing you hate to see, though, is such a good team that can score multiple points in a game, but they have so many fouls. It's really disappointing to see, because if the Wildcats can control some of those fouls that they get, this will help them in the long run.
The City will be passing it up to Connor Larson.
Hudson Vargo having a little trouble, and it's stolen. And there is a foul. Yeah, foul on Hudson Vargo as he tries to stop the score, and that'll be his first foul of this game. As the Tigers will go for some free throws, trying to narrow down this lead the Wildcats have.
Shot was made by the Tigers. Connor passing it in. Stolen.
Seabass almost tries to save it, and it will go out of bounds. Wildcats trying to do everything they can to stop them from scoring. Connor Larson had the best place at the right time, who ends up getting it, and there's a score for the Wildcats.
Giovanni Maria going up for that and one.
Here goes Mario, who will be going for one free shot. And Hartley will be up to 3 team fouls now, as the fans are going to try to make as much noise to stop him from making it, and it does not work. Mario will score that one, bringing his team up to 63.
Tigers will go up for that block shot and they'll make it. The City going up for the layup, they'll make it. The City trying to go for a steal here.
Field goal is still there for the Wildcats. As time is running down fast. There goes the Tigers. They will miss it. Connor Larson with another rebound. And there is a walk on the Tigers as he tries to pass it out to one of his teammates. It'll end up being Wildcat basketball. Here goes Connor Larson for Boise City to pass it in. Goes out of bounds again on the Tigers. You just love to see games like this. I mean, in the first quarter, games pretty much tied up. Game second quarter, still about the same amount of score. Like their score is pretty much tied up again.
It was beginning of that second quarter. Well, yeah, it was all tied up, but then later in that second quarter, Boise City just started pulling ahead, and they kept that momentum. The momentum just kept building throughout the game, and they just kept it up and kept scoring throughout the game. They stayed consistent, and they pulled really far ahead.
And you love to see games where your second team players get to come in and experience a game that these first teamers got to start. Samuel Gonzalez will try to go for a shot, and there's a injured player on the court. It appears to be one of the Tigers. It appears there Samuel Gonzalez is trying to go for a shot, misses it, and tries to run back and bounce and ends up hitting that Tigers player in it. He ends up getting up and appears to be all right. He's injured a little bit. Even after Samuel Gonzalez injures that player, he shows some good sportsmanship and goes up and sees if he's all right. And we'll see what these Tigers can do. As the Wildcats will get the rebound again. It'll end up being Tigers basketball again. And they will get the score, bringing the score up to 41. And here goes Samuel Gonzalez trying to find somewhere.
Boise City here looking to score. Sebastian almost goes up for it.
And there's Seabass almost. But they're calling it a foul on almost. Which the fans and the Wildcat fans are not liking that call at all. But it'll end up being Wildcats basketball. They will get it. The Tigers will get it back. Knocked out of bounds there by Samuel Gonzalez. This game is really intense as you could see that these two teams are just really physical in what they do.
Yeah. There's a nice block shot right there. They make it.
Another steal by the Tigers. This second team, you can really tell that these second teamers are getting some experience here. I mean, even with the fouls they get, they're getting experience. Like they do that, they get these fouls, and the other team gets awarded some free throws, and that'll teach these second team players, hey, you really can't do that in this game. You need to stop, or you can get some fouls. We'll foul out. And the Tigers will score, bringing their score to 44. Connor Larson tries to pass it into Murillo, and it'll be stolen by the Tigers. And there is another foul on the Wildcats. Could be a foul on Murillo. And here goes some more free throws. He will make his first one. As these Wildcat fans really want to see these second teamers do something and not foul. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Wildcat basketball. Connor Larson will pass it in. Goes a far shot to Hudson Vargo.
How many steals and fouls has been? That clock just goes down a set. Oh man, that was a nice block. The clock just goes down seconds at a time.
There's a controversial call there. They wanted to see a foul, but Samuel Gonzalez was going up for that shot. It appeared he got slapped on the arm there as he was going up. The refs never called it, and the Wildcats get the ball back, stolen. And they call a foul on Murillo. And that's another controversial call, as he just had his hand sitting there. And they call another foul on the Wildcats. Some substitutions here. Dion Morales, Aiden Gonzalez, Aldo Morales, Aiden Crabtree, and Dylan Cadell.
Oh, the starting lineup is back in.
It was really disappointing there, because I really wanted to see those second team players finish off this game. Like, you get to see them with the last few seconds, but you know, it's really hard to see what can happen in this game. There goes the Wildcats, and it'll be their ball again.
We're seeing right now is trying to play it as safe as they can. They want to play safe as possible, just try to run out the clock and actually win here.
There they go. Aldo Morales with another score for the Wildcats, bringing it up 67. There goes Aiden Crabtree with a steal and scores for the Wildcats again, bringing it up to 69. The that just shows how aggressive this defense is. They do not let up. They just scored right there twice in a row without the Tigers even getting it inbound.
West City's here is playing aggressive defense.
And they will end up getting the ball back, which is really good to see for these Wildcat fans. They'll end up going out of bounds here, and it'll be Wildcat basketball. There they go. They score again. The Wildcats just want to keep adding on to this lead, bringing it up to 71. They foul. And it appears to be on Aiden Gonzalez. Both teams tied now in team fouls. Both teams tied with 5 team fouls. And the Wildcats just have the upper hand here. They have a higher score. We'll see if the Tigers can at least knock these down.
They are unable to make that first free throw.
I just think overall this Wildcat team just have learned a lot after these last few games. They've learned a lot to shoot and score. And there goes Dylan Cadell. He goes up, shoots it, ends up getting fouled, and he will go for one free shot here.
That was an amazing shot by Dylan Cadell there.
Even after, he shot that while getting hit. He gets hit, lets go of the ball, and somehow makes it to the rim. And he will knock down this one free throw, bringing it up to 74. This Wildcat team, fans going crazy as their team will be up ahead by a lot.
Also, don't leave after the game. We will have an exclusive post-game interview with one of your Wildcats.
As there appears to be another foul. Here comes some free throws for the Tigers.
The Tigers passing in the ball here. Less than 50 seconds on the clock. Passing, going up for the three-pointer. Can't make it. Rebounded by Morales. Yelling up for a good shot. Can't make it. Really contested. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. Beat passed on the court. Like 20 seconds left on the clock. Hartley's trying to get something started here. Just get some last minute points in. There's AG running down that clock. Hold the ball, and that's it. Boise City wins 74-56. And we will have a post-game interview with one of your Boise City Wildcats. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. With me, I have Anna Crabtree, and I'm just here to ask her some post-game interview questions. Okay, Anna, how do you feel about winning this game?
I feel like it was a good win for us after what we're kind of going through as a team right now. I think girls stepped up and did their role, played how they should have.
What do you think was the main factor in y'all's success in this game?
I think just team ball. The scoring was spread out pretty evenly, and I was just proud of all the girls for doing their part.
Okay, and do you have a message for those people watching at home for the live stream?
Thank you for your support, no matter where you're at, and go Cats. I don't know.
Thank you.
And we'll be interviewing one of your boy Wildcats after they get out of the locker room.
Hey Trent, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Don't hear anything?
All right, with our final post-game interview, we have Dylan Fidel. How does it feel that your team is now 7-1?
Pretty good. Kind of came off slow that game. Wasn't really our best. Same with last Monday. Not a good game, but Kevin got the job done, so that's all I'm happy for.
And okay, what do you think is the biggest factor that helped y'all win this game?
I would say teamwork. I mean, we need a lot of that teamwork in today's games. It's not just like an individual game, so it's kind of helps a lot.
Okay, and do you have a message for those people watching at home?
Go hard, play your hardest, give the glory to God. That's all I got to say.
All right, thanks for your time, man.
Thank you, Dylan. Good job today. And that's the end of our post game. We'll see y'all next time.